Most bettors do not lose because they consistently pick the wrong teams. They do not fail because they lack knowledge of the sports they follow. The vast majority of bettors lose their entire bankroll for one primary reason. They make one fundamental mistake over and over again. They bet the wrong amount of money at the wrong time. This single error in judgment is the great divider between the small percentage of bettors who succeed long-term and the vast majority who inevitably fail. The size of your wager is a more powerful determinant of success than your ability to predict outcomes. This concept may seem counterintuitive at first glance. Surely winning is about picking winners. While that is part of the equation, it is not the most critical part for survival. A bettor with a small, consistent edge can go broke quickly through poor money management. Conversely, a bettor with the exact same edge can build wealth steadily through disciplined money management. The mathematics of probability do not forgive reckless behavior. Your bankroll is your most important asset, and protecting it is your primary job. The one mistake that kills it is improper stake sizing, turning a game of skill into a simple game of ruin. Understanding this principle is the first step toward joining the select group of bettors who remain profitable. It requires a shift in mindset away from chasing big, immediate wins. The goal is not to win the next bet. The goal is to stay in the game long enough for your statistical edge, no matter how small, to materialize into real profit. Big bets, driven by emotion or a false sense of certainty, introduce a level of risk that no long-term strategy can withstand. They create volatility that can erase weeks or even months of careful, small wins in a single afternoon. The path to consistent results is paved with discipline, not daring. It is a lesson learned from professional gamblers, investors, and insurance companies alike. They all understand that managing risk is the core of their business. For a bettor, your risk is managed through the size of your wagers relative to your total capital. Before you analyze your next game or look at the odds, you must first have an unbreakable rule for how much you will risk. Without this rule, you are not truly betting. You are simply gambling with the odds stacked against your survival. There is a more sophisticated way to approach bet sizing that sits between simple flat betting and reckless emotional staking. It is a mathematical formula known as the Kelly Criterion. Developed by scientist John L. Kelly Jr., designed to determine the optimal size for a series of bets to maximize long-term growth. It is not about winning one bet. It is about growing your bankroll exponentially over thousands of bets. The core idea is to risk a larger portion of your bankroll when your edge is larger and risk a smaller portion when your edge is smaller. The formula itself can appear complex at first glance. In its simplest form, it takes into account your probability of winning and the odds you are being offered. The calculation provides you with a specific percentage of your current bankroll that you should wager. For example, if you have a very high probability of winning a bet that pays well, the formula will suggest a larger stake. If your edge is very small, it will suggest a very small conservative stake. It essentially automates the decision-making process for bet sizing, removing emotion from the equation entirely. However, a crucial aspect is that it requires a precise understanding of your true probability of winning. If you overestimate your edge, the formula will suggest a bet size that is too aggressive, exposing you to excessive risk. Because of this uncertainty, many seasoned professionals use a more conservative version of the strategy. They calculate the Kelly percentage and then bet only a fraction of that amount. Half Kelly, quarter Kelly. This fractional Kelly approach provides a powerful balance. It allows you to be more aggressive than simple flat betting when you have a clear advantage, potentially growing your bankroll faster. At the same time, it builds in a significant buffer for safety. It protects you from the errors in your own probability estimates. By betting a fraction of the recommended amount, you dramatically reduce the volatility and the risk of ruin. This disciplined mathematical approach ensures that your bankroll is preserved while still allowing you to capitalize effectively on your identified edges over the long haul. Imagine two individuals who begin their betting journey with the exact same starting capital. Let us say each has a bankroll of 100 units. They also possess the same level of skill, giving them a slight, profitable edge over the long run. The only difference between them is their strategy for choosing the size of their bets. The first person decides to use a flat betting approach. They commit to betting exactly 1 unit on every single wager they make. Rigid, unemotional, purely mechanical. The second person takes a different approach, one guided by feeling and impulse. When they feel particularly confident, they might bet 20 units. On a winning streak, they press. After a loss, they double down. Their bet size is not fixed. It is a direct reflection of their current emotional state. Volatile, exciting, extremely common. It is also the faster road to financial ruin. The math behind these two paths tells a clear story. The flat bettor, risking only 1% per bet, ensures survival. A 5-loss streak reduces 100 to 95, a manageable dip. A single 20-unit loss brings the bankroll to 80, another to 64, a third to nearly half. This is the law of diminishing returns in reverse. Over 50 bets, the visual contrast is stark. Even with a winning record, large percentage losses are brutal. The large losses do far more damage than the large wins do good. Bet sizing matters. Sizing. To avoid the fate of the vast majority of bettors and build a sustainable practice, you must operate with a clear set of non-negotiable rules. These rules are not about picking winners. They are about managing your money so you can survive long enough to show a profit. Rule 1. Size your bets with math, not emotion. Decide on a staking plan before you place a bet and stick to it rigidly. Simple works best. Flat staking. Risk the same unit each time, typically 1 to 2% of your starting bankroll. Or use a percentage model. Risk about 1% of your current bankroll, which adjusts as your bankroll grows or shrinks. Use a system that removes feelings and hunches from bet sizing. Rule 2. Your bankroll is sacred. Protect it above all else. Never risk an amount on a single game that can cause significant damage. Guideline. Never have more than 5% of your bankroll in play at once. This forces selectivity and prevents getting overextended. Your bankroll is inventory. If you lose it, you are out of business. Treat it with that level of respect. Rule 3. Keep meticulous records. This is the only way to know if you truly have an edge. Log every bet in a simple spreadsheet. Date, game, bet type, stake size, odds, result. That data is invaluable. It lets you assess performance honestly, identify strengths and weaknesses, and confirm if your strategy is working. Without records, you rely on biased memory. Data provides the truth. By now, the logic should be clear. The single greatest mistake a bettor can make is improper bankroll management, an error of mathematics. Following the 3 golden rules creates a fortress around your bankroll and gives your skill a fair chance to produce a profit over the long term. This approach turns betting into a calm, calculated business. Wins and losses become data points. When you risk only a tiny fraction of your capital on any single event, the outcome becomes far less stressful. You have confidence in the long-term profitability of your process. This is the mindset that allows you to be part of the successful 10%. Implementing this mathematical framework is the first and most critical step. It is the foundation upon which all success is built. But it is not the only step. A perfect system on paper can be shattered in an instant. Many bettors understand the math, create a solid plan, and follow it for a while. Then something happens. A bad losing streak, an unexpectedly big win, and the plan goes out the window. There is another enemy at play, one that works from the inside. It uses your own mind against you, convincing you to abandon the very strategy that was designed to protect you. Even with the perfect mathematical approach, you can still fail if you cannot conquer this internal foe. In the next video, I will show you the emotional trap that destroys even winning strategies.